Hey y'all, it's Dan coming at you from a secret, undisclosed location. Name of my channel is Numerical Lion, and thanks for subscribing and liking. So, some news, we want to say local news, not sure if it's by the code or not, probably not. It's organic. I belong to a station called Brattleboro Community Radio, and the board made a decision to shut down because of fears about the coronavirus, that DJs would contaminate the equipment and then go out into the community and infect people. You know, the sheep are panicking, the lemmings are panicking and trying to close everything down, social distancing, all that stuff. So some interesting numbers that I saw. So Brattleboro Community Radio equals 308, kind of like 38, like COVID 19 equals 38. Also, the 36 is interesting because Brattleboro Community Radio equals 151, the 36 prime, and COVID 19 equals 36. So closing because of that. Also, COVID 19 equals 92. Radio equals 29. Radio 47. This happened. Radio in Brattleboro. Brattleboro also 47. Brattleboro also 70. Right? Coronavirus also 70. Can you spell it right? Equals 70. So let's get to a little bit of the decode. So the president of the board sent out an email called decision to close the studio at equals 288. And it happened with 288 days left in the year. March 18th happened yesterday. And decision equals 78. And this happened on the 78th day. It's a big decision. March 18th, the 78th day of the year. Also, decision to close the studio is 360, kind of like 36, like COVID, right? Like COVID 19. So, this organic code, fear of COVID 19, 36, right? Decision to close the studio 360 or 36 based on COVID 19. It also equals 108. Decision to close the studio equals 108. And that's interesting because 108 is 18. It happened on the 18th. And on a day with 61 numerology, 61, the 18th prime. 61, the 18th prime, right? On a day with 61 numerology. Check that out. And WVEWLP, the official name, it equals 61. This happened on a day with 61 numerology, right? The president is this guy, Daniel Quip, equals 61 as well. Daniel Quip also 56. Daniel 36 like COVID 19. My name's Daniel as well. This is all organic because I don't think anybody's orchestrating things. Coronavirus also 56. Interesting how this is working out this way. Also, president equals 56. He's president, of WVEW, president. 56 when you throw in the S exception, where S is 10. Also 47 like Brattleboro, like radio, right? President of the board. I don't know what that is. President of the board. Nothing really. Also, if you look at WVW, LP, and radio, both equal 29, and COVID 19, 92, the reflection of 29. This organic code is interesting. I was, of course, against it. I had a doctor on the night before talking about how to prevent getting, the coronavirus, how to boost up your immune system. This affects older people, if it does affect anybody at all. And I kind of wrote that, and of course, I got a message from a DJ saying that he thought my decision, he thought my viewpoint was misguided, and he lived through uh, the uh, the polio epidemic, and had a friend was in an iron lung or whatever. So this has been being equated to polio. This is a pandemic. You can't talk to anybody about this stuff. I talked to my brother about it. I was like, isn't it interesting that Event 201 happened? And I told him about Event 201 where Bill Gates, of the Bill Gates and Melinda Gates Foundation put on this simulation of a coronavirus outbreak right before it happened. And he's like, well, they're always doing stuff like that. This is the sheep. These are the people that we deal with all the time trying to explain this stuff who just put it together as coincidence. And I'm like, well, this is the government. This is the government putting out this information. You trust the government? And he's like, this isn't the government. This is, the whole world is talking about this. The WHO is talking about this. I'm like, the WHO? These are the same people. The World Health Organization? Who do you think runs these organizations? It's the same people that run the government, that run everything else, that run the banks. This is going to get us more in debt. Anyway, it's like talking to a wall. And these are your own family members and friends and whatever. They aren't receptive to this. Just think that you're a conspiracy theorist. They'll rail against Trump and they'll rail against everything else. But when the World Health Organization says this is serious, we got to pay attention to that. Like, really? Oh, so anyway, got to figure out a way to talk to these people because time is running out. And so doesn't mean that I'm going to stop doing my show. It just means that we can't go into our show. So what I'm going to do is record my show at home and send it in. And I'm going to talk more about gematria and do less music. Because, what's the point? We need to wake people up to what's going on in the world as much as possible and put this information out there. People need alternative viewpoints. They can't just be getting this mainstream viewpoint. I did have a thought about quitting this station because it's so many sheep are in this station. But then I was like, you know what? I can't do that. I love radio too much. I'm addicted. And I'm going to just keep pumping out this information. And we'll see how long this lasts. Hopefully not that long, but we don't know right now. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Everybody stay safe.